Good evening, Solon! Presenting your 2022 Solon Marching Band! Tonight, the band begins the pregame festivities with our Friday night fanfare, the Solon Common Fight song, and our Spirit song. Clap and sing along as the band brings their thunderous sound down the field. Down to the max, you have to have the right footwear. According to Casey and the Sunshine Band, it's a special pair of shoes that'll last until you just can't boogie anymore. So put on your flyest pair with the Starlets as they show off their boogie shoes. Please rise as the band pays homage to Solon High School by performing the Solon High School alma mater. Conducted tonight by band president Connor Britt.
gentlemen, led on the field by head coach Brian Wisniewski and the future Comets, the Solon Satyrs, it's your 2022 Solon Comet football team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome head coach Martin Porter and the Stow Bulldogs.
Please rise and help the band honor our great nation as they play our national anthem, featuring our senior trumpets and conducted by Emily Buss.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Solon High School's Stewart Field and tonight's Week 3 non-conference matchup between the Stow-Monroe Falls Bulldogs and the Solon Comets. Proud to be on Solon Education Television, part of tonight's broadcast. My name is Chuck Chokina. I'll be bringing you all of tonight's action. We have a very interesting matchup in this one. The Stow-Monroe Falls Bulldogs come in with a record of 1-1, having defeated Cuyahoga Falls in the first week of the season. They lost last week at home to the Barberton Magics 20-0 in a turnover-laden ball game. The Solon Comets come into this one also 1-1, having lost their opener to Hudson 14-13 and rebounding last week against Shaker Heights here at home in a resounding win. Stow is under the direction of first-year head coach Martin Porter. That is, he's first-year head coach here in Stow, formerly on staff here when Mark Norrie was the head coach at Stow. And for the last 4 seasons, Coach Porter has been at Brecksville Broadview Heights as their head football coach. He returns here to Stow to lead this rather inexperienced and young football team. Solon on the other side is led by second-year head coach Brian Wisniewski, and this game has a lot of meaning for playoff points here tonight. I suspect that both of these football teams are going to win a lot of football games, and the way the OHSAA computer system works, the more teams you beat that have winning records, the more points you get. So a lot of points here on the line, and there is a squib kick headed, and it's going to go out of bounds. Solon's going to take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. What to look for here tonight? Stow-Monroe Falls has a solid defense. Two of their captains play on the defensive side. C.J. Seckinger is a weak side linebacker, a senior. Teddy Gregory is their middle linebacker, and he's a good player, as is Sal Ramito, a free safety. Those are three guys who are going to be in on a lot of the action here tonight. Be interesting to see if Charlie Bubonics can get the team untracked offensively. It took till over midway in the second quarter against Shaker before they were able to get on the board. They start out with three wide receivers. Dylan Cronenfeld at H-back. Charlie's in the shotgun. He's got E.J. Taylor behind him. Brings Cronenfeld in motion. Takes the snap. We're going to have a false start. That'll set the Comets back 5 yards. So if you're defending the Solon Comets offense, you know that they have a real good crew of wide receivers between Brian McQuaid, Joel Capasso, and Harley Barman. And the strong arm and quick release of Charlie Bubonics is really going to keep you at bay defensively. He takes the snap, he fakes to Taylor. He's looking deep. He lets it go, and it's almost picked. In and out of the hands of that number 3, Sal Ramito. He had both hands on it. They took a shot deep there. Behind Joel Capasso, he threw it late. And Ramito had both hands on it. Ironically, turnovers were the story last week for Stowe. Basically, they were evenly matched in terms of statistics with the Barberton Magics, but it was 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles that led to their demise. Charlie Bubonics in the shotgun. He's going to roll right. He's going to look for Barman in the flat. He juggles it, but he hangs on to it. He'll pick up 5, get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Solon. Working quickly without a huddle. Here they go with 4 wideouts. They bring in number 14, Max Thompson, junior receiver. They're in a 3-by-1 set. Charlie's in the gun with Taylor next to him. And they got the defense to jump. So that's going to set them up in a more favorable 3rd and 5. Good discipline there on behalf of the Solon O-line and receivers. Charlie went with that hard count early, was able to draw off the Stowe defenders. 4 wide. Bubonics in the gun. Again, that false cadence. We take a look at the defense to see what they're in. I believe they're in dime. 6 defensive backs here. Takes the snap. Tries to throw it short. Barman's got it on the short side. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Simple throw out to the flat, short side of the field. It gets there quick. Defender can't react. Charlie's got that quick release. And you know, this offense this week really does want to get on track early. It was the defense last week that kept them in the game. Bubonics in the gun. Cronenfeld's back in. Hand to Taylor. He wants to bounce it. He's going to run over a couple of tacklers. They're still not going to be able to bring him down. It was Mike Murtaugh, number 21, and Teddy Gregory, number 32, who forced him out. They flank Cronenfeld out, and they run a screen pass to Taylor. He's got room. He's brought down from behind. Very good tackle there by number 46, C.J. Seckinger. He chased E.J. down from behind. They went empty on that one. 3-by-1. Cronenfeld as the H-back. Taylor, all kind of pressure. He's brought down for a big loss. 8 yards. Stowe knew that one was coming. Well, they're going to give him some forward progress, so the loss will be about 5, but a host of Stowe Bulldogs there on that tackle. 2nd down now. We'll call it 16. 3-by-1 for Charlie. Straight drop. Looking. Scrambling. He's going to get brought down. It's number 5, Nate Boozer. Setting the Comets back up even further. And as I mentioned, the strength of this, here it is again. Boozer beats the sophomore right tackle there, Gavin Baisden, 6'4", 275, sophomore. He gave him an inside go, then went outside. Good time for screen or draw here on 3rd and long. Charlie looking with time, fires, got McQuaid across the middle. He'll get out to the Stow 40-yard line, but that's going to bring up 4th and 9 and decision time for Coach Wiz. They go right to the line of scrimmage. Charlie in the gun again, and he got him to jump again. So that makes the decision a little easier. Coach Wiz knows that they are playing a freshman quarterback in Jacob Harrington. And so he can take a few risks here offensively. They're in a 4-wide formation, 2-by-2. Bubonics scrambling, he's going to get sacked. Little hesitant on where he was going to go with that when he tucked it, and that cost him. And number 23, Desmond Boyd Jr. brings him down. So it sets Stow up in very good field position. What to look for in this matchup with that freshman QB back there. Coach Potter is not going to put the game in the hands of the freshman. He's going to use play action. He's going to try to scheme a bit. Comets know this. They're going to try to be gap sound, fundamentally sound. They've been doing a great job, according to Coach Ed Bubonics, of being where they're supposed to be defensively. Here's a handoff, and nothing doing for the running back. I believe that's Nick Hosey, a sophomore.
Brought down by Anthony Aniora.
Aniora, the defensive end, who had a great week last week against Shaker with penetration there. Harrington up at the line of scrimmage. Similar set to the Comets, 3 wide outs, 2-by-1 with an H-back. Hosey is the back behind Harrington. Comets in their base 4-3. Short pass, almost picked. That's what happens when you know there's a freshman QB on the other side. He's probably not going to go deep. And number 2, Joel Capasso jumps this route. And almost had a pick 6. So 3rd and a lot, 3rd and 10. Bulldogs jump into their 4 wide, 2-by-2. Same base 4-3, 4 defensive backs for the Comets. Harrington's going to roll. He's going to get outside. He's going to fire, and almost picked again. A little bit late with his throw. That was number 11, Owen Grossman, who jumped that route. They caught the defensive end Aniora inside, but a little late with the throw was Harrington. And they're going to bring the punt unit on to punt it away. This one could be a defensive struggle, folks. Stow has their more experienced players on the defensive side, and I think they've hung their hat. They expect that they're going to be a solid defensive team and that their offense is going to be a work in progress. And despite their big win over Cuyahoga Falls in the opener, that truth has come to be known. They're a solid defensive team, and you know, they match up extremely well with the Comets. Over the last 6 years, they've given the Comets fits. I don't have the exact record, but I think they've been the winners in most. Here's the boot. I believe that's Capasso going to take it at the 22. Makes a couple guys miss. Another one, and is going to run over a defender. What a nice return in traffic by Joel Capasso. Signed and committed to play football at Ball State. The only true two-way player, really, on this football team. There are other players that will play on both sides of the ball, but Joel's athleticism and speed is what puts him on the field more often than a lot of his teammates. So the offense comes out again, and it's a big offensive line that the Comets boast, but they're going up against a tough and hard-nosed stack 3 defense. Charlie Bubonics pitches it out to Taylor. He's got nothing. Number 4, Alex Berry, senior, comes up from his corner position. And he's helped by number 32, Teddy Gregory, that inside linebacker. Negative play there. Second down, 12 to go. 2-by-2 formation for Charlie. EJ to his left, drops, hits Barman, overthrows him in the flat. That time, number 46, CJ Seckinger, the weak side linebacker, undercut the route to that short side. They've had success early throwing to this side of the field. 3rd and 12, 3-by-1 formation. Taylor in the backfield. We're going to see 2 well-disciplined teams. I think they're going to need a timeout here. Stowe has the reputation of being a very well-disciplined team, and they continue to be so this year under Martin Potter. .6:58 left here in the first quarter. 5 minutes gone. It's been a battle of defenses. The Comets are in 3rd and 13. I think screen, draw, and they might just be happy here to punt the ball away. Try not to force anything. And give Stowe a turnover where they might get a short field. I think the thinking will be make that freshman quarterback beat you. Bubonics takes the snap with pressure, steps up, and it's going to get nailed. 32 Gregory. He landed a bit awkwardly, did Charlie, but he gets up without a problem. But it's a sack, and so far the Stow-Monroe Falls Bulldogs defense has shown up here tonight. They're having trouble off the right side of the offensive line. The left defensive end position is putting some pressure on Charlie. Barman launches a spiral. It's short, middle of the field, takes a Stowe bounce. And the Comets down it on the Stowe side of the football field. That is only going to be about a 15-yard punt. We'll call it 16. And that's the short field they were trying to avoid. Now, if you're Stowe, maybe you take a chance here early. Comets remain in their 4-3 defense. 2-by-2 for Harrington. Hosey's in the backfield. Brings a man in motion, hands to him, jet sweep, nothing doing. Good play there. Number 11, Owen Grossman, saw it coming from the other side of the field, forced it back inside where the linebackers and linemen, there's 11 out there Forcing it back into Aniora and Donovan Jackson, number 52. 2-by-2 formation here for Harrington. Takes the snap, hands to Hose. Nope, play action had me fooled. Little RPO there, run pass option. Quarterback's reading the linebacker. If he flows with the back, then he throws it. If we have Laundry on the field, there's a hold called. Somebody got their arm out inside. Number 54, the center for this Stow-Monroe Falls football team is Cooper Davids. He's 5'7", but only 170. So I think that's a matchup the Comets want to try to exploit. You know, he's surrounded by 240-pound kids, but you got 170 at center. We could look for Jamari Holmes to be lined up over center at times here tonight. Harrington in the gun, 2-by-2 set. Takes the snap, hands to Hosey. Hosey around right end, nothing doing. And a flag at the tackle. Wonder if it's not face mask, and it is.
Face mask, defense. 5-yard penalties from the
This one's just a 5-yarder. They'll repeat the down. Jamari Holmes is number 18, and he's getting college offers, and he's playing defensive tackle, number 18. Look for him to wreak some havoc here on the defensive side for the Comets. 3-by-1 formation for the Bulldogs. Harrington's going to try to keep it, but the Comets are equal to the task. Number 22, Devad Bush, who had a pick 6 last week against the Red Raiders, read that one perfectly.
Third down, 11 for the Bulldogs.
That's a read play for the quarterback. Tries to read that defensive end. The defensive end closes down. He pulls the ball out. If the defensive end stays at home, he hands it off. Well, Devad Bush fooled him on that one. 2-by-2. 4 down linemen for Solon. They try to draw him off. Harrington with time. Now he's scrambling a bit. And he's going to get forced out of bounds just over the line of scrimmage. Good coverage there in the defensive backfield.
Harrington ball here.
Really our first look at the pass rush for Solon against this defensive line. They tend to lean on their offensive line in Stow and try to use some of their skill guys. It's 4th and 9. Good time for a pooch punt from the quarterback. They're in a 3-by-1 formation. Harrington in the gun. I got to believe they're going to punt this. Well, he's going to try for it. Aniora with pressure and almost picked. And the Comets will take over in excellent field position. Coach Potter rolls the dice there on 4th down. And talking with Coach Potter, here it is again. Harrington can't find anybody and just kind of flings it at the end. Aniora tried to pull up. Aniora had an excellent game last week rushing the passer. But I know this Comet offense certainly wants to assert itself early in this game. They don't want to wait till late in the second quarter like they did last week against Shaker. But I would tell you that they are up against a much more formidable defense in Stow. 2-by-1 formation. Carson Kurzawa is the blocking back. E.J. Taylor breaks a couple tackles. They had penetration.
Brought down by C.J. Seconder.
He picks up 2, mostly on his own. And you could see that there are lots of white shirts getting pressure there. Kurzawa now is spelling Cronenfeld at that H-back position. It's kind of a hybrid tight end. Provides you an extra blocker behind your O-line, and there was somebody that jumped on the Solon offensive line, and an auspicious start so far for the Solon offense.
Still second down.
Second down, 14. Solon backed, well, they're at their own 39, but they're going the wrong way so far on this drive. Don't need it all here. Haven't seen the flare screen yet. Well, they did throw it out to Taylor once out of an empty set, but they got to find a way to get the ball into the hands of Joel Capasso. Charlie rolls out, stops, has some room, slides out to the 40. They're going to mark him back a little bit where he started his slide behind the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be third down now and 14. 2-by-2 set. Charlie to throw. 3-man rush with time. Fires. Capasso's got it. But he's brought down out at the 50. They'll be 4 yards short of the first down. Decision time. I think this would be a good time to go for it. Gavin Baisden doing a good job there blocking. 21 Mike Murtaugh was the young man chasing Joel Capasso across the field. Now, Comets are going a little heavy here with Cronenfeld, Kurzawa. Brock Bowling comes in it's a Wildcat formation. Charlie's flanked out on the left, and they're going to fake a reverse, try to run Taylor outside, and he's not going to get there. Little gadgetry. Not sure if he was supposed to flip that to Joel on the reverse, because Joel was kind of standing on the other side of the field like, wasn't I supposed to get that? So it may have been a miscommunication there. And we continue to battle in the middle of the football field. So this is a confidence booster for Stowe insofar as they are the less experienced team. You know, you don't play the game on paper. You play it under the Friday night lights. And so far, Stowe is matching up, they always have, really well with Solon. So Harrington's in the gun, 3-by-1. He's going to ride Hosey, he's going to keep it. He's going to pick up, we'll call it 4. Inverted veer, what you call that play. He's reading that line of scrimmage. He's riding the back. If he's going to put it in there and leave it there, he puts it in hard with the right hand, takes his other hand off of it. The back knows to clamp down on it. 2-by-2 set. Harrington in the gun, takes the snap, rides Hosey, now pulls it out and fires too high for number 10, Jack Smith. Penalty on the play in the area of holding. Flag came in late. Harrington makes a good read there in that run pass option, but throws it high, as a freshman might. And I hate to keep bringing that point up, but consider he's probably 15. He's competing against kids that are 18, and that's a big difference. And he's doing it on the, under the Friday night lights. So it's tough. Man in motion. Takes the handoff. And number 22, Javad Bush, is there to stop Jack Smith. This is not the speediest of Stowe teams. That doesn't help offensively. There's only so much you can scheme when you have a freshman quarterback. The other team knows it. They know you want to run the football, and Coach Boo's got 4 guys up there on every play. And now he's looking like he's got a 5-man front. He may get after the quarterback here on 3rd and a lot, 3rd and 16. Harrington's going to throw. He's got some time. Now he's going to roll to his left. He's going to fire. It's caught. That's Smith. Jack Smith makes the catch, but it's going to be short of the first down. But a nice pickup there sets the Bulldogs up in 4th and 2. And with their defense playing well, there's no reason for them to punt it. That's going to end the first quarter. We've had an uneventful first quarter. The score, Stow 0 and Solon 0. We'll be right back with second quarter action. Back at Stewart Field, second quarter action. Stow-Monroe Falls and Solon. No score. Chuck Chokina, happy to be bringing you this presentation on Solon Education Television. It's 4th and 2 for the Bulldogs. They're just outside the Solon 41. And this is a big down right here and would be a big confidence boost for the Bulldogs if they could convert. They're in a 3-by-1 set with an H-back. They're going to run it, and they're going to get it. First down and more. Ball comes out late. They're going to call him down.
It was Nick Hosey.
Nick Hosey was the ball carrier. He had all kind of running room there. And the Bulldogs convert. Let's see. Close. 2-by-2 formation for Harrington, the quarterback. He's got number 13, Evan Walker, at running back with him, and he's going to hand, that's Jack Smith. He's chased by a host of defenders, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. 24, Jordan Grafton, defensive back. 14, Max Thompson in there. Great pursuit there. Devad Bush forcing that one wide. Look at Thompson come up, as well as Grafton closed quickly. In a bunch set now are the Bulldogs to the right here with the H-back. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fake, Harrington to throw. Aniora with pressure. They had a screen pass. They tried to set up, but it was number 44, Jake Garrett, who was right there, almost in coverage. Look, Garrett is reading this. He's all over the back. Evan Walker, number 13. 2-by-2 set. Comets now mixing it up offensively. They've got Jamari Holmes now over the center. They look like they're in a 5-2 look with 3 defensive backs. Well, excuse me, they've got 4 DBs. Harrington takes the snap. Looks to his right, fires, and almost picked. And that throw was well behind Braden Gable. This is well behind him. And Jordan Grafton was right there to break it up. So 4th and a lot. 2-by-2 set for Stow. Comets in their base 4-3, 4 DBs. We're going to get a timeout. Solon. So important. I think there was a little bit of miscommunication. You know, in the first half, using those timeouts doesn't matter as much. It's good to have everybody on the same page, even though it's 4th and 13. Coach Bubonic's defensive coordinator for the Comets has remarked how disciplined, fundamentally sound his football defense has been. He says they've been getting lined up correctly, which is a big part of high school football. Think about it. All these offensive sets that opponents run, they bring 2 guys to one side, 2 to the other. They've got an H-back. They run a jet sweep. They've got a flare screen. The spread offense is designed to make you cover sideline to sideline. And that's different, certainly different from when I played football. It is a totally different game. You've got to have people in all the right spots. And so far, Coach Bubonic's been very impressed with where he's had people. So here's that matchup over center we've been looking for. Cooper Davids and Jamari Holmes. Harrington in a 2-by-2 set, 3 down linemen. He drops back to throw. He's got some time. He's looking. Now he throws it, and it's caught. And he's going to bring it into the end zone. They call him in. No official indication, but he's in for the score. 2 defenders right here to get this throw. Late, right there. Number 8, Kean Porter jumped the route, and the ball went over his head and was caught by number 7, Braden Gable. And he brought it in for 6. Quite the turn of events on 4th and long. And a big play for Stowe. Snap is down, kick is up, it is good. And momentum is on the side of the Stowe Bulldogs here in the second quarter. 10 minutes, 32 seconds. Can't say this was a fluke at all, because this ball was thrown with some zip. And in talking with Coach Potter about his young quarterback, he did say he hopes that this kid could be, he's had a couple now. One at Brecksville, Joe Labus. I think he's playing at Iowa. Let me make sure I have this right. Kyle Van Treese was a starter at Stowe, went to University of Buffalo, is now at Georgia Southern. So Coach Potter develops quarterbacks. He also developed Joe Labus at Brecksville, who's now at the University of Iowa, and a Division I scholarship player. He is hopeful that Jake Harrington can become one of them. And he certainly looked pretty good on that throw that he zipped in. Now, he had all kind of time. And to Kean Porter's credit, he jumped the route. Just the ball was thrown over his head. He kind of overran it. And good concentration there by 7, Braden Gable, to keep his eye on it. Here's the Stowe kick. They're going to try to pooch it. It's going to go out of bounds again. They're afraid of Capasso and Taylor deep and their speed, so they're not going to kick it deep. And I think they're going to be happy to give Solon the ball at the 35 if the ball goes out of bounds, as it did again there. So the onus or responsibility falls on the offense of the Solon Comets. They've got to get something going. Charlie's looked a bit hesitant to release the football, and that's in large part to the coverage of the Bulldogs. They are a disciplined team. So Bubonic's now in a 3-by-1 set. Is going to hand to Taylor. He's going to run right, and he's not going to get far. Like he looked like he might have some running room. But 23, Desmond Boyd Jr. stays at home, makes the tackle. 2-by-2 now. Stowe still in that stack 3-5. 3 linebackers, 3 down linemen, 5 DBs. Charlie to throw. Looking to run. Too much pressure. He's not going to get out of there.
On a keeper, brought down by Kyle Mitchell.
To me, it looks like Charlie's got his eyes down a bit. And I can't see what he's seeing. Now, I'm up here in the booth, but when you're standing behind that line, you can only go by what you see, and you don't see it all the way. You don't see everything all the time. So he's not seeing open players right now. It's 3rd and 10. Charlie to throw. Fires. There, that's a good call. Brian McQuaid was trying to run a dig route, and he was held. That's going to be called pass interference. Jake Goslin is kind of insistent that he beat him to the ball, but he did impede the offensive receiver. It's going to be pass interference. It's going to be an automatic first down, and that's something the Comets really need. They're going to have 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. I can't stress enough, they've got to get points on the board here. That time Charlie kept his eyes down the field. I know that this offense wants to get the ball into the hands of Joel Capasso. He is the speediest player on this field. Carson Kurzawa, Dylan Cronenfeld, both H-backs / tight ends, are in the game on the left side of the offensive line. Just 2 wideouts here. McQuaid and Capasso, more of a running formation. E.J. Taylor in the backfield. Stowe counters with 4 down linemen. Handoff, E.J. Taylor looking to run left. He's going to get nailed. He dropped the ball also. He fumbled it, but it came right back up to him. Number 32, Teddy Gregory Jr., senior co-captain, who's getting some college looks, came up and stuck it to Taylor. Knocked the ball out. Right there. Helmet on the football. You'd like to see him keep his head up a little more and put his face mask on it. He kind of ducked his head. However, Comets still in that power formation. Double tights. Charlie to throw out of it. He's going to launch it deep. He's got McQuaid. Just overthrew him.
Ebonics pass incomplete. Intended for Brian McQuaid.
He had beaten double coverage down the near sideline. Had a step or 2 on the defender. And Charlie just missed him. Third and a lot. We'll call it 3rd and 14. Comets go 2 by 2. Taylor in the backfield with Bubonics. Stowe with 5 DBs. Bubonics to throw. Has time. Now looks to scramble. Just fires it. It's knocked down.
Bubonics pass incomplete. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to bring up 4th, and the punting unit's going to come out for Solon. And so far, it's been an uphill sled for the Comet offense. A lot of that has to do with this hard-nosed, tough-minded, well-coached Stowe Bulldog defense. Harley Barman is deep to punt. The 27, Zachary Huff, is deep. Knuckleball, that's going to be tough to catch. Number 10, Jack Smith, makes the fair catch, though, on that knuckleball.
Will be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 21. They have a 7-point lead. This is kind of how they would like this game to unfold. They want it to be defensive-minded. They wanted to assert themselves defensively. I don't think they feel like they can score a ton of points, and they don't want to put the ball, or the game that is, in the hands of their quarterback, the freshman Harrington. They come out in a bunch set, a run formation. Comets with 5 up on the line. Harrington's just going to keep it and run left. He's got room. He's going to be brought down after about an 8-yard gain. Kean Porter was there up from his safety position, but not before Harrington picks up 8. This is just student body left. Again, bunch set left. They're trying to read that, see if they could do that again. They picked up big yards. They're going to do it again. The Harrington gets out wide, and he's going to be marked just shy.
Harrington, the ball carrier. Brought down by Thompson.
Third, and we'll call it half a yard.
Brings up a 3rd down 1.
Somebody came up, I think Max Thompson came up from his defensive back position to lay a hit. This time they're in, oh, they snap it. They had a man in motion. Needs to be a flag on that. Well, they called it a first down.
Keeper, brought down by Donovan Jackson. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball's placed at their 32-yard line.
Well, I guess, you know, you are allowed to have one man in motion, but they called 5 must be set, and then they snapped the ball. 5 was turned into the sideline, kind of lulling him to sleep. Harrington pulls it out. RPO, completes the pass with room. That's number 27. He's going to take it to the house.
Harrington's pass is complete to
Zachary Huff.
That's a Bulldog touchdown.
No flags. Wait, I do see a flag. Far side of the field. And they're having to walk the Stowe head coach off the field as he's out to the numbers. And he's not happy. And you know, sometimes they do make-up calls. Solon doesn't even realize that this play was called. Well, now they're picking up the flag. Well, he's going to hold that. Here's the referee call.
Sideline warning on White.
Oh, it's a flag for sideline warning. That's what it was. So the play results. The next time it's unsportsmanlike, but the kids have to be behind the white on the sideline. And that's what the flag was about, but the score stands and the Comets find themselves in a hole. Stowe has come in here and has thrown a right cross at the Solon Comets at Stewart Field. Here's the snap, and the kick is up, and it is good. And that'll make our score with 6 minutes, 34 seconds in the second quarter. Stowe 14, Solon 0. We talked a little bit about the spread offense and how difficult it is to defend. That quarterback sticks the ball in the belly of the running back, and he's looking right at a linebacker, and if that linebacker takes a false step to go with the running back, he pulls it out, and he hits the slant pass right where the linebacker was, or should be. And it's a tough read. They make you defend, and if you wind up with one guy out of position, it goes to the house, as it just did. Harrington, you don't put a lot of pressure on him with that. You're not making him straight drop and throw the ball deep. You're not making him throw the ball 30 yards down the field. You're asking him to read it and zip it in there 10 yards, 10 to 15 yards, and he did so perfectly. Huff caught it in stride and went to the house. So it's time now for the Solon Comet offense to answer.
Froghammer set the kick for the Bulldogs, deep to the Comets.
And they need to do so before this half.
Number 35, E.J. Taylor.
Right now, just a 2-score game. There's the squib again to the sideline. Capasso jumps up and takes it. Going to try to make something happen. He's going to get forced out of bounds at about the 37.
He's brought down by Mike Murtaugh.
Again, Coach Potter arguing with the official that there was a fair catch signal that was made, and they should mark it back where he caught it. I don't think it matters who makes the fair catch signal. It doesn't have to be the receiver. The guy who actually catches it. If somebody else does it, it's considered a fair catch. Let's see what they call here. Yeah, they're going to mark it back. They're going to mark it back at the point where Capasso caught it. No explanation necessary. Comets will have 1st and 10 inside their 30. This Stow Bulldog defense has to be brimming with confidence right now. They are doing everything to shut down the Comet offense. 3 receivers. They're missing somebody. No. 3 by 1 formation. Barman, Capasso. They've got Kurzawa flanked out, the H-back. Barman is the lone receiver on the far side of the field. Kurzawa comes back into a tight formation. They hand to Taylor. Taylor looking to run inside, and right there is number 46 for the Bulldogs. CJ Seckinger. Not getting this front blocked, I'll tell you. There's a gold helmet free on every running play. Taylor. Nothing doing. No movement up front. Line is not moving their feet. They're getting beat. Getting beat up front, and this is the result.
He's brought down by Ty Nelson.
And we have, well, we had an injury. The player's got to go off for Stow. Number 58, Seth Maito. 3rd and 8. And this Comet offense has been slowed considerably. Charlie needs to make a throw. One of these receivers has got to get open. They're playing inside leverage here on Capasso. Charlie to throw. Looking. Now he fires it deep. Capasso's there, and he's got it at the 40. And he's brought down at the 25. And he did a great job of coming back to the ball. Charlie waved him on. They tried to run a hitch, and it wasn't there. Charlie got flush, and to his left was able to get enough on it under pressure, and Capasso shows his athleticism and comes back to the ball. Here's a screen into the short side. Capasso got to put that ball away, holding it like a loaf of bread. There's a flag down. It's got to be a hold. They tried to short side screen. They tried to go right up to the line and dump the ball to Joel.
10, offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
10-yard holding penalty. It'll set him up back at the 35 and 1st and 20. But that long play was kind of what they needed. It's really been their lone highlight so far. Stow has just come in here and blanketed these receivers. Two by two set. Charlie's in the gun. Takes the snap. Looks. Got time. Now scrambles. And he can't make Seckinger miss. He'll pick up 2. 2nd and 18. This is a good group of linebackers for Stow-Monroe Falls. This is a good open field tackle here. Charlie tries to make a miss, but that's not easy to do there in space. Make that tackle. Again, 5 DBs, 3 down linemen. They bring Seckinger up, who tries to swim on his rush, and Charlie is going to escape pressure for a minute, but he is getting hit. too often. And a lot of it is coverage. His eyes are coming down early. And I think that's because the coverage in the backfield has been so good. They're taking receivers off their route. They're rerouting them. Instead of giving them a free rein, they'll get off the line of scrimmage, but they're checking them as they go by and shoving them into places where they want them to be, and it's worked so far. 3rd down, 19. Bubonics in 2-by-2. Takes the snap, fakes to Taylor, flushes to his left, looking, nobody open, now throws, going to be picked. And that's number 4.
Intercepted by
Alex Berry. Charlie Bubonics made the tackle on Berry. His arm got hit, I believe, late here, right there. That's exactly what happened to Harrington last week against Barberton. His arm got hit and Barberton picked it off for a pick 6. But Charlie made the tackle there, stuck his arm up. I was afraid it was going to be like a Baker Mayfield play, but he's just frustrated right now. He's okay. 3-by-1. Stowe comes out. Harrington in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Now throws inside. It's caught. Jack Smith, number 10. Nice little flood play there. Hosey goes in motion, so you've got to be thinking about covering the flat. You can see, I think that's Capasso, or Javad Bush was kind of in no man's land. Then they bring the 2 receivers out. Pass offense is a lot like a basketball offense. You get picks, you get flares. Here's a hand inside. I think that's Hosey. He's going to be marked short, a yard short. At this point, Stowe wants to hold on to the football, so they're in, I believe, 4-down territory. 2-by-2 set for Harrington. Clock ticking away with 2:34 to go in the half. Harrington takes the snap, now dumps it out. Big hit, and the ball is caught by Smith. He quickly released that one, and Smith had to go up and get it. Took a hit. He might as well hold on to the ball, and he did. And Stowe is shortening this game now. Controlling the football, up 2 scores. Harrington in the gun. Takes a snap, hands to Hosey. He's going to try to bounce. He's not going to get anywhere. But the clock's going to continue to run. The Solon just with 1 timeout. They've used 2 so far in this half. And I think Stowe's going to be content to run this thing down as far as they can. So, but the playbook's wide open here. They're showing bunch formation. They're showing run formation. But they could do anything right here. He's going to throw it, fire it. Oh, almost picked. Number 19, Tyler Harrington, Jacob's brother, is running free down the field, calling for the football, but his brother didn't see him. He had pressure. I'm sure his brother won't let him live that one down. 3rd and 12. Bunch set on the left. Hosey in the backfield with Harrington. The clock is stopped at 1:15. Now that was a dangerous play for the Bulldogs because it was almost picked. You got a 2-score game, you're going into the half. It's about the last thing you want to do. But Harrington is going to have some pressure. He's going to get flushed to his right. He's got some room. It's going to be brought down out of bounds. That'll stop the clock.
By Shea Springer.
Shea Springer there on the tackle for the Comets. 4th down and 8.
Fourth down and
You know, the way
8
their
for the
defense
Bulldogs.
is playing, punt doesn't even make sense. Good job by Springer there. You could see his closing speed. Don't need to punt it. Don't need to get a punt blocked. Might as well just run a play. Your defense is playing extremely well. They're going to call a timeout and discuss what they want to do, however. And right now, the Bulldogs are in control of this game. And I'm starting to see some heads hanging on the Solon side. They need to get into half. 2 scores, they can handle that. It was a 4th and long play that they scored their first touchdown on. When Kean Porter jumped the route, the ball was thrown high. And number 7, Braden Gable, had the concentration to focus on the football and not the defender who just ran in front of him. Caught it at its high point, in between 2 defenders, one in front, one behind. Took it to the house. Then the Bulldogs broke an RPO, a simple pass over the middle. One guy out of position for Solon, and boom, 6 more points. And that's where we stand at 14-0, 1:06 to go, second quarter. Stow's going to send the punt unit. They're going to at least be in a punt formation. But again, the playbook's wide open here. They don't have to punt this. And Capasso's going back late. High snap. There's the boot. It's going to go right out of bounds. They don't care. They don't want to let Capasso get his hands on it. They're not kicking it deep to Taylor. I think what this Stow coaching staff has seen from the Solon offense and what they know about their own defense is that's where they want to play football. They want their defense to hold the Comets offense in check. They don't want to let Capasso or Taylor get loose on a special teams play. And this offensive line really does need to get into halftime. Now, I don't know what they can do because right now they're getting beat. They're not blocking this stack 3-5 very well at all. They need to get into half, and that's something that Comet coaching staffs have been very good at over the years, is getting into halftime and adjusting to what the defense is doing. We'll see what they do when they come out. But right now, 3-1. EJ in the backfield. Bubonics to throw. With time. Now he tucks, and he throws it away.
Bubonics pass is incomplete, out of bounds.
Had time to throw it. Nobody open. Good protection by the O-line there. Two-by-two set for Solon. 5 DBs. Charlie's going to roll to his right. Fires. Caught. First down. Harley Barman out past the 40. Runs the ball back to the official. 40 seconds and counting in the second quarter. Comets right to the line of scrimmage. Straight drop by Charlie. Under pressure. He's going to go down.
Bubonics is sacked in the backfield by Teddy Gregory. Loss of 6 on the play, second on 16 for the Comets.
Teddy Gregory, number 32, middle linebacker, was there. Two-by-two set. Clock ticking, under 5 seconds. Charlie with the snap. Avoids pressure. Fires. Knocked down. That'll end the half on an incomplete pass. So the score going into half, Stow 14, Solon 0. We'll be back. Stay tuned for halftime, and you'll see the Solon band and Stow band in action.
start tonight's Born the Boogie show with a brand new song from the Black Keys' most recent album, Dropout Boogie. They released it just in time for it to become the official song of the 2022 MLB All-Star Game, and for world-renowned arranger Ken Markson, who arranged it just for the Solon Marching Band. It's time to rock out with the band and let out your inner wild child. Gave us a roaring anthem of turbocharged rock and roll that would become the theme song for thrill seekers and bikers for generations. It's time to hop on your Harleys and get your motor running as the band brings the heavy metal thunder and the Starlets rock the house to Born to Be Wild. And scorched to the top of the Billboard Hot 100. Although, for a hot tune, it cooled down pretty quick and was out of the charts by the end of 1976. But the band is ready to bring it back because we're burning up with Boogie Fever. cap off our show, we have an electric song from Cool and the Gang that always lights up the dance floor. There's no jive turkeys in this jungle, only the band with their groovy dance moves. It's time to get up with the get down with Jungle Boogie. Making Solon Marching Band! The Solon Marching Band is under the direction of Mark Mullen, with our lead advisor Kelly Bolton, along with assistant directors Rob Booth, Jerry McDougal, Trent Siebert, and student teacher Emily Buck. We hope you enjoyed tonight's performance and have a great rest of your evening. Peace, love, and music.
Welcome back to Solon High School Stewart Field. And tonight's Stow and Solon matchup, just completing halftime now, getting ready for the second half. Our score, Stow 14 and Solon nothing. The Stow Bulldogs have come into Stewart Field and have absolutely put a licking on this Solon Comet football team. We're going to get to see what kind of adjustments the Comets made at halftime. They need to adjust, especially on the offensive end, as they are right now getting beat up front by this Stow stack 3-5 front. Charlie Bubonics has not been able to find receivers open. He did complete a long pass to Joel Capasso at one point, but at that time he was flushed to his left and had to throw back across his body, and Capasso had to come back to the football. There was one other throw deep that Charlie missed. Brian McQuaid had beat his defender by a couple of yards. Stow's going to get the football here to start the second half, and they are being led by a freshman quarterback. Jacob Harrington has thrown for 2 scores. The first score to Braden Gable, number 7, who caught a pass in between 2 Solon defenders and took it to the house. And the second score to Zachary Huff, who caught a slant pass over the middle off a run pass option and took it to the house. So that's where we sit, 14-0. Aaron Teitelbaum, number 40, is going to kick it off for the Comets. And he lets it fly end over end. I believe that's Jack Smith who's going to take it at his 5. He's going to try to bounce outside, and he's going to be brought down. That's Kean Porter, safety senior, 5'11", 180.
He's brought down by Porter and Taylor.
And Stow will have the football 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line with a 2-score lead.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball placed at their own 19-yard line.
Jacob Harrington brings them from the sideline straight to the line of scrimmage in a 2-by-1 set with an H-back. And I believe that's Nick Hosey in the backfield with him. In the shotgun, takes the snap, RPO, dumps it in the flat. The ball is caught there. That would be number 32, Teddy Gregory Jr., who's getting some looks from colleges, hasn't settled on one yet, but he's the middle linebacker on defense, and he is right now in at H-back, showing his versatility, catches a ball in the flat and picks up a first down. Out to the 35 come the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. Double slot formation, single back. Hand to Hosey. He's going to be brought down. Anthony Aniora right there with him. They'll give him forward progress, but that forward progress is behind the line of scrimmage, 4 yards. And we'll call it a loss of 3. Right there, Aniora had a big game last week against Shaker. He's a pretty speedy defensive end, tough to block. 4 down linemen for the Comets. Again, double slot formation. Gregory in. Their star middle linebacker and captain. He turns, fakes, rolls left, does Harrington. With pressure, fires. Incomplete. Rolling to his left, had to throw it back across his body.
Broken up by Max Thompson.
Can't see who it was intended for there.
For the Bulldogs.
Get a better look on the replay. Number 10, Jack Smith. 3rd and 13. This would be a good time for this defense to get them off the field. They did score on a 4th down and 13 in the first half. But here we are, 3rd and 13. 3-by-1 set. Harrington looking to the sideline, going to get that final signal. They snap it. He's straight drop. He's getting flushed. Gert misses him. He throws it away.
Harrington's pass is incomplete. We do have a flag on the play.
The flag in the offensive backfield in the area of holding. I think you set him back here, don't you? I don't think you make it 4th down. I think you you do field position. No, they're going to decline it. They're going to send Capasso back. So decline it, force him into 4th down. Punt unit comes out for Stowe. And here's where we're going to see if Solon made any adjustments. So there's Gert on the outside with pressure. I think that's where the hold was called. Harrington just gets the ball past the line of scrimmage. I think this is Gregory who's doing it all now. He's punting, and I don't think they want to punt it to Capasso. Low snap, and he boots it straight out of bounds. And this is going to come back. Official's going to spot this one. He's going to walk for a while. And boom, right. 45. Okay. So Solon will have the ball on the Stowe side of the field. Now, if there ever were a time to do something offensively, this would be it, folks. This would be it. There's that big offensive line. Good look from behind. They've got to do a better job of moving their feet and getting hats on people. There have been gold hats running to the football all night. 3-by-1 set. Charlie Bubonics is going to keep it up the middle. He's going to get some yardage, and he's going to get brought down finally, and they're going to call a horse collar. That's a good call by the umpire. Play was behind him, but the defender just reached out and horse collared Charlie. I think they're going to get 15 yards added to the end of this run. You cannot grab behind the neck. Oh, it's a face mask.
5 yards from the end of the run.
It's a 5-yard face mask. Okay. That's why his head why he came down abruptly anyway. Let's see it. Looks like a horse collar to me. Anyway, 3-by-1. Some people got to get open. I could tell you that. Charlie to take the snap. Blitz. Slant pattern. Max Thompson's got it. Close to the first down. I think they're going to give it to him. Yep, he's inside the 24. And you know, if there were an offensive coordinator that would make heady adjustments, it's Jake Voigt for the Comets. Charlie, under pressure, slides, is brought down in the backfield. Nobody was open there. So he takes the sack. 2nd and 13. They tried to go quick there. Three-by-one set. They're playing inside leverage on Max Thompson. Taking away the slant. Charlie to throw. He's got time. Looking. Holding. Firing deep. Incomplete. Barman was crossing the end zone left to right. Not sure if Charlie was trying to hit him crossing or the wide out there, McQuaid. I think he had his eyes on McQuaid, but he overthrew both players. 3rd and 13 now. I think this is 4 down or 2 down territory. 2 plays to get 13 yards. They don't need it all here. Charlie's going to roll right with pressure. Fires. It's caught. Barman has it. He'll pick up 11. They'll be 2 yards shy of the first. Now last week, they can run this. This week, I don't know that they feel confident that they're getting hats on people, but they are bringing heavy. They're bringing the heavy set. Kurzawa, Cronenfeld, and the blocking back, Sean Richardson, 5'9", 225. He'll be an up back in front of E.J. Taylor. 4th and a full 2 yards. Stowe loads the line of scrimmage with 4 down linemen. They've got 8 guys up in the box. Turn, hand to Taylor. Tries to bounce. He's not going to get there. Too much penetration. Too much penetration there. Number 58 was in the offensive backfield right away. That's Seth Moito right there. So they're not getting hats on people, and they were in their run set. And you know, you can't get 2 yards in a situation like that. Coaches will tell you you don't deserve to win. Went backward on 1st down and wound up in long yardage and couldn't convert. So here comes Stowe again, 2-by-2. 8:15 left, 3rd quarter. Handoff, no, RPO. Pass comes out. And they complete the slant. It's got to be Smith again. No, that's number 19. Tyler Harrington. I'm sure that's the brother of the quarterback. 3-by-1 set for the Bulldogs. Comets 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 DBs. 2nd and 4. Handoff to nope. Harrington keeps it up the middle. Inverted veer. 1st down, Stowe.
Harrington, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Donovan Jackson. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
The Stowe O-line doing a good job. They're pulling around the horn with nobody to block. Number 77, Joshua Jones, a 5'11", 265-pound offensive lineman, a sophomore. He still got the first, and he didn't block anybody till 10 yards down the field. 1st and 10, 2-by-2 set. They bring man in motion. That's Smith trying to get wide. He's not going to get anywhere. Chasing the play down from behind is number 5, Shea Springer, who's shown excellent closing speed here this evening. Look at 5 coming from the inside, running that play down. Sideline to sideline, that's what the spread offense makes you defend. So you better have speedy defenders. Second down, 11 yards, bunch set to the short side. Comets adjust. 5 men up on the line of scrimmage for Solon. Snap. Harrington's going to keep. Going to get up the middle for about 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Again, that inverted veer. Somebody's got to take the back going wide. That would be the outside linebacker. And the quarterback just reads it. And Harrington, the freshman, is doing a great job of reading the RPOs, and he's playing a nice ball game after last week throwing 2 picks and fumbling once. 3-by-1 set on 3rd and 5. Comets need a stop. Harrington in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off. Hosey's gonna get close, but the FAR officials marking him short. I think both officials got him shy. It's 4th down. Not by much, maybe nose of the football. I think Potter is gonna go for it here. His goal is to shorten this game, and he's doing it right now. They're doing it. He's bringing on the punt unit. Goodness. Interesting choice. Of course, his defense is playing extremely well. They haven't gotten anything out of these punts, however. They're kicking the ball sideways. They're trying to avoid Capasso, keep him from getting his hands on the ball. So maybe you just run a fake here. Certainly got to stay on sides. Low snap. Gregory punts it high, short. Good Stow bounce. Down to the 25. So that paid off for the Bulldogs. They're going to bottle Solon up. They're going to have a long field to go. And thus far tonight, they have not shown the ability to sustain drives. Too many negative plays. Not getting people blocked up front. They're not getting receivers open. And Charlie's having to scramble. He's bringing his eyes down a lot. Let's see what they can muster now. I think this Stow defense continues to brim with confidence. They can just continue to do what they've been doing. They've been the superior football team so far. 2-by-2 set. Charlie fakes. Now he's looking to run a screen, and they got it covered.
Pass is incomplete.
They tried to sneak E.J. Taylor out in the flat that we did last week. So they show screen to the right, and they're going to come back the other side and screen to the left. And it was incomplete. Stow had it covered. You can see the discipline of the Stow team. They are carrying out their assignments. They now bring a linebacker up. That's 46, Seckinger, who's proven to be tough to block here tonight. You know, if you leave Teddy Gregory in the middle of the field, everybody else can just rush the passer, and Gregory will just clean it up. Bubonic's going to launch it deep. He's got McQuaid. He's got the ball. And he's going to keep his feet. And he's going to spin, and he's going to get in. What a play by Brian McQuaid. Beat his man, stumbled after the tackle, and then spun into the end zone. What an athletic play by Brian McQuaid. He would not be denied. 6 points. Perfect pass by Charlie Bubonics. And the Comets are on the board. Here it is again. This one's worth watching. There he is. Dives at his feet. He started to stumble there. Right there. And watch what he does with this defender. Stop, spin, dive over the end zone. Never stepped out of bounds. extra point attempt from Evan Funderburg is up. It is good, and we have a ball game. That's the spark the Comets needed. They are within one score. It's 14-7. Brian McQuaid, one of this excellent group of receivers, makes a play. Makes a great play. Just a junior. There he is. Son of the athletic director, former head football coach Jim McQuaid. Seems like yesterday Brian and Charlie were running down the sideline here as the ball boys, and here they are under the Friday night lights. Here that play is again, maybe not. Teitelbaum will kick it off. Here comes the replay.
Set to kick for the Comets, number 40, Aaron Teitelbaum.
So Brian McQuaid's excellent effort has brought the Comets to within one score, and that changes the outlook of this one. With 4:20 to go in the third quarter, the fans have perked up. Pretty good turnout here on the Solon side again. Good turnout on the side, Stowe side. Teitelbaum angles it. Smith has it at the 10, runs into one of his own blockers, is brought down at the 20. So Stowe, well, we got a flag. Yeah, we're going to get a hold called against the Bulldogs. Yeah, blocking the back. That's going to set them back to the 10-yard line, and this is going to bode well for the Comets. We're going to take a look at that touchdown again. This one's worth watching. So Charlie, with time, delivers a perfect strike. McQuaid gets under it. Defender dives at his feet. He manages to keep his feet. Here comes another defender. His toe might have just stepped on that line, but he would not be denied. Stowe sets up, deep in their own territory. Bunch set on the left. And they're going to run student body left. Harrington's going to try to keep it over left tackle, and I can see a lot of fight in this Solon defense thus far in the second half. And, you know, it is a hot one here tonight. At game time, it was 84 degrees. And if you've ever been on turf in the heat, the sun might go down, but the turf keeps that heat in. Again, a bunch set. Looks like a 5-2 front for Solon. Harrington is going to hand it to Hosey. Hosey is going to be chased down by Springer. So Harrington was reading Devad Bush, the outside linebacker, who stepped inside actually. And so he gave it. Rather than run it himself, he gave it. He is riding that tailback for a long time. That mesh point is for 3 to 4 yards on every play, and it's hard to tell if he's going to keep it or if he's going to leave it in there. And that time he gave it to Hosey, and Shea Springer chased it down. So the Comets again with 5 defenders on the line of scrimmage. Now Devad Bush walks out. Brock Bowling and Shea Springer, 2 speedy linebackers, are trying to chase all these plays down. Here's Harrington to throw. Under pressure, he'll be sacked. Anthony Aniora once again slashes through and makes a big sack, and the tables have turned in this one. 4th and 10 for Stowe. Aniora, they are really cognizant of Jamari Holmes, and Aniora came off the edge outside of Holmes, and this is not a position Stowe wants to be in. One low snap, a couple of bad punts. Let's see what happens deep in their own territory. Gregory catches it, pops it up, short. It's going to take a neutral bounce, but it's going to be a net of about 19 yards. and the Comets will have a very short field. 1st and 10 at their 29. If there ever were a time to establish the run, this would be it. If you're going to deflate your opponent, this would be the time to run the football a little bit, to get some hats on people. It's been Stow's defense that's been a little quicker, a little more athletic and agile, and they've been stepping around blocks and shooting gaps, and Solon's been unable to run it. So they come out 2 by 1, H-back left, Bubonics in the gun with Taylor, turns, fakes to Taylor, dishes it out to Capasso. He's going to try to make something happen, cutting across the green, back into traffic. After all that, he's picked up just, we'll call it 2.5. So that's the Solon version of the run-pass option. They pull the backside guard and tackle, and Charlie pulled it out. 2 by 1. Cronenfeld, the H-back, number 80. Mostly a run blocker. Taylor in the backfield, 2nd and 8, 4-down territory. Direct snap to Bubonics. He's going to roll right. There's going to be a flag. There's a hold. He completes the pass, but no, incomplete. Hold anyway. Not a good hold at all. The defender's going wide. There's no reason to hold him there. Now, we saw the tail end. The hold had already taken place by the time we saw that replay. They are going to set the Comets back now. Too many negative plays have really interrupted drives and have stifled the Solon offense. But like I said, Jake Voigt, the offensive coordinator for Solon, does such a terrific job of solving defenses. 3-5 stack, again, for the Bulldogs. 2 by 2 set for the Comets. E.J. Taylor in the backfield. Bubonics to throw. 3-man rush. Fires. Complete. McQuaid. Get the ball to his hands, and he's going to hold on to it. And he did so there. Reaching back behind him. Good defense there by 27. I think that's Hosey. No, Zachary Huff, who caught the touchdown pass, was right on that play. Got to give credit to these Stow defenders. 2 by 2 set. They're showing blitz. This is why you do that late offensive call. You want to see if the defense gives itself away, and now the chess game is on. Solon called something different. See if Stow changed theirs. No, it looks like they're coming again. They bring 5. Bubonics to throw. Out pattern. Caught! Harley Barman. Plenty enough for the first down. Charlie stood there under pressure. Knew when his receiver was going to make his break and delivered it prior to his break. Right there, the ball is thrown. Barman comes out of his break, and the ball is on him. First down for the Comets when we resume. It'll be the 4th quarter, and the Comets will have 1st and 10 at the 12. See you after the break. Back here at Stewart Field, it's 14-7 Stow. The Solon Comets are driving. They are down at the Stow 12-yard line, headed toward the south end zone. They've got 1st and 10 after an excellent throw by Charlie Bubonics to Harley Barman. And prior to that, a nice throw and catch, the catch by Brian McQuaid. But this is where it gets tough. The field shrinks inside the red zone. There's less room to do what you want. So we'll see what the Comets can come up with. They have both H-backs, both tight ends in this game right now. 2 receivers. Charlie looks. He's going to go for the fly pattern out into the corner. Interference. That would be face guarding. Good call by the official.
Bubonics pass is incomplete, intended
That's
for
exactly what should have been called there. The defender did not get his head around. Now, this is not a spot foul. It won't be set up at the 1. It's going to be a half the distance.
Pass interference defense, number 15. Half the distance to the goal. Replay first down.
It'll be first down at the 6-yard line. There are some officials who won't make that call. This crew has been spot on tonight.
First and goal for the Comets at the 6-yard line.
So it winds up being a 6-yard gain, and it remains first down. And again, this is the time to run the ball. So Cronenfeld and Kurzawa are in the game. It's a heavy set. Bubonics is under center. Hands to Taylor. Taylor gonna find his way into the end zone.
Solon touchdown scored by
Pending the extra point, we will have a tie game. You know, you've got a back like E.J. Taylor. If you can get hats on people, you don't really need to even drive them off the ball. Watch Taylor make people miss here. He cuts back. That's not where that play was headed. Number 58 again for the Bulldogs, Seth Moito, was there in the hole, and Taylor just made a miss. He was very patient. Somebody's not on the field. Here's that play again. Moito just penetrated and missed. Important extra point. Funderburg is in. Number 6, Evan Funderburg, out of the hold of Charlie Bubonics. Snap, spot, kick, up, good.
Kick by Funderburg is good with 11.
We have a tie ball game at 14 apiece, 11:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Comets have made the adjustments they needed to make at halftime. And we've got us a ball game. So Comets have been kicking the ball deep all night, and they have been holding Smith and Huff, the 2 deep backs, in check relatively well. So I expect another deep kick here from number 40, Aaron Teitelbaum. And they put E.J. Taylor out on the field to help cover this kick because it's becoming more important here late in the game. Teitelbaum lets it go, end over end, angling to the sideline, goes out of bounds. So the Bulldogs will wind up first and 10 at their own 35. Good field position. It's been the RPO and the inverted veer. Stowe has not been able to run jet sweeps very well. I don't think that this team is blessed with incredible speed, but it's been their scheme. It's been the RPO, the run pass option, the inverted veer. Harrington does a good job of reading plays. Comets need to continue to be technically, fundamentally sound, covering their gaps. They're in 4 down linemen. They bring Smith in motion, ride him, hand to him, makes one man miss, but he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Solon defense playing very disciplined so far here in the second half. Here's that play again. There you can see Gert, who's stemming the play. He's the one unblocked. And he's not giving a read. He's not closing down. He's not stepping out. He's staying at home, and that makes the read tough. 2 by 2, set for Harrington. He's got a single back. Takes the snap. He's got time. He's looking. Now under pressure. Fires in and out of the hands of Jack Smith. And a big hit there by Kean Porter.
Harrington's pass is incomplete.
who has gotten accolades from Coach Ed Bubonics. There's Aniora again in the face.
10 for the Bulldogs.
And Smith just had his hands on the ball, and Kean Porter just knocked it out. Aniora needs to get loose here and put some pressure on the quarterback. 3-by-1 set for Harrington on 3rd and 10. Single back. Takes the snap, straight drop. Aniora pressuring. They're going to get him. Jamari Holmes. Up the middle. Good pressure by the front four. Excuse me, Donovan Jackson. I apologize. Donovan Jackson right up the gut. Excellent pressure, body slams. Harrington, Joel Capasso, deep. Teddy Gregory in punt formation. See if they punt it to him. A late substitution for Stowe comes on the field. They've been kicking the ball out of bounds, trying to keep it away from Capasso. Low snap, bobbled, gets it off. Capasso has it at the 45, trying to run wide, has room, cutting back in the middle of the field. He's down at the 30-yard line. Joel Capasso, Ball State commit. Caught that line drive punt. Now you see why they haven't wanted to kick it to him all night, right? Catches the ball at the 45, makes one man miss. Jukes another, cuts back, fearless running. Love to see him put the ball away a little better. However, Comets have it 1st and 10 inside the Stowe 30. They come out 3-by-1. Cronenfeld is in at the H-back. Taylor deep with Bubonics. He's going to roll right. They're looking to screen maybe. No, he's going to throw it deep. He's got Barman! And the ball is knocked away. Last minute, Harley had it in his hands. They ran the inside receiver on a skinny post, Capasso. And Barman runs the out and up to the short side of the field. They wind up with 2 receivers in the same area. That really shouldn't happen. There needed to be more room there for Barman to make that catch. Two by one, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Charlie, fakes the handoff. Out to Capasso, looking to make something happen. Trying to make people miss. Too many white shirts. Excellent pursuit by the Stowe defense.
Pass is complete to Capasso. He's brought down by Alex Ferry. Loss of 1 on
Charlie's got to make a play. It's 3rd and 11.
3rd down, 11 for the Comets.
Taking a lot of time here. Hate to see him blow a timeout. They're back at the line. 2-by-2 formation. Direct snap. Looking to throw with time. Scrambles to his left. Fires it deep. Max Thompson was there. Tried to jump up and catch it. But Charlie was just throwing that where nobody could get it. Where the only person that could get it would be his wideout. And so that's 4th down. This is interesting here. 4th down at the opponent 30. Tie ball game. I guess you got to go for it. Can't punt it. You can't kick a field goal for 47 yards. I haven't seen much over the middle. They've been throwing a lot to the sideline tonight. Bubonics fires. His man fell down. Max Thompson.
Devon's pass is
Incomplete, and they get the Comets off the field. The ball goes back to the Bulldogs. So they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31. 8:52, lots of time remaining in this one. And this Solon defense has really stepped up its game since the half. Aniora, Holmes, Jackson, Gertz, solid front four, has really done the trick with Devad Bush, Shea Springer, and Brock Bowling behind him. Defense has been solid. There's a handoff to Hosey. And again, in the backfield. 52's Donovan Jackson. They can't block him.
Brought down by Donovan Jackson. Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12.
Defense has stepped up. And they're a little confused here. They get lined up. Turn, hand to Hosey. Running off right tackle. Little bit of room, not much. That's Gert.
Here's the Nick Hosey. Brought down by Jake Gert.
Gert is a 6'2", 210-pound senior defensive end, number 44. There he is, shedding his block,
8 for the Bulldogs.
making the tackle. 3rd and 8. Three by one set for Stowe. 4 down linemen. Devad Bush up on the line of scrimmage. Harrington's going to roll left. Fires over the head of Jack Smith. He had pressure. I think that was Devad Bush who was up into the blocking back's face, forcing him back. Let's see if 22 is pushing from the inside right there. Yep. And that kind of forced Harrington, who is rolling to his left, trying to make that throw as a right-hander. That's a tough throw to the wide side of the field. So Gregory's in punt formation again, and Capasso is deep. See if he kicks it to him. Good snap. He did. Capasso's going to get it. Back at his 31-yard line. He's going to try left. And he's going to be brought down at about the 39.
Kick is returned by Joel Capasso. He's brought down by Paul Blitz.
So that's where the Comets will set up 1st and 10. 7 minutes and 20 seconds. And we got a block in the back called against the Comets. Going to set him back 10 yards. Back to inside the 30. Let's see what Jake Voigt can drum up here for Solon. They need to stay out of negative plays. Now that's easier said than done. This defense has proven to be tough to block, with Teddy Gregory in the middle, cleaning everything up. Seconder on the outside. Also Desmond Boyd, a 6'2", 215-pound junior, has been a rangy defensive end for the Bulldogs. Hand to Taylor. Nothing doing. Too much penetration. They try to run down block, pull around the other side, and they're just not getting movement.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down 12 for the Comets.
And it's tough to move the football if you're one-dimensional. Only so much you can scheme. So now they bring in 4 wide receivers. It's Barman, Capasso, McQuaid, and Max Thompson. Ebonics going to roll to his right. Got backside pressure. Fires with a flag down. Incomplete. There's going to be a hold.
Ebonics pass is incomplete. Intended for
Hold, 67 offense.
That'll set him back even further. Let's see if we can see it here. It was called against 67 right there.
Holding on the offense. That
Pulled him
needs
down.
to fly. Third down.
It's going to be 3rd and 12. Two-by-two set for Bubonics in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right again. Fires. And they're going to give him the catch. Close to the first. 1 yard away. Here's a decision. Good throw and catch. Not sure who caught that, if that was Barman. I think it was. But now they're in 4th and short, and they have not proven that they can run the ball. So they're going to go heavy. 2 H-backs. Sean Richardson is the blocking back that comes in. You want to win a football game, you need to get a yard. So they'll cut down their splits. They'll go foot to foot. They'll flank Capasso out. Get on the line, Joel. And they got to burn a timeout. Pivotal moment in this one. 6:27 to go. Solon needs a yard. They have not proven that they can run the ball. They're on their own side of the 50-yard line. But honestly, it's gut check time. Either you get a yard here. If you can't get a yard, you don't deserve to win.
Before you leave, and help keep our stadium clean. Special thank you to the fire department EMS crew for coming to the game tonight and being on call in case of an emergency.
Solon will come right from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. They'll cut down their splits. They will go foot to foot. Mano a mano. Bubonics powers ahead. He's got the first. Good call there. You can't afford to delay and take a handoff into the backfield. There's just been too much pressure. So that was simple wedge blocking.
1st and 10 for the Comets. The ball's placed at their own 41-yard line.
And the clock will run now with 6:20 remaining. Comets need, well, touchdown would be nice, but they're on their own side of the 50. They're in a 2-by-1 set. Bubonics going to roll right. They would try and Barman on a hitch and go, and he wisely threw it away. Pretty much a one-man pattern there. Stowe had a safety out over the top. Very, very disciplined Stowe defense. They go about their business. They are aligned on every play, and that's a tribute to their coaches. Potter was on staff when Stowe went 49-10 and made a state Final Four appearance in 2015. 2-by-1 set. Bubonics to throw. 4-man pressure. Gets rid of it, but takes a hit. The ball fluttered.
Pass is incomplete.
3rd down and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down 10 for the Comets.
These DBs have covered well all night. 47 is Gavin Rice, 6 foot, 185-pounder, who had backside pressure there on Charlie Bubonics. 3rd and 10. Both teams are dragging at this point. It feels like it's 80 degrees out, 75 at least, and it's been a long night so far. Bubonic's going to try to scramble, and he's not going to get to the line. Had a second. He had a bit of a lane, but he could not get through it. It's going to be 4th down and 10. And Comets are going to have to punt this away. Harley Barman will come on.
In the punt for the Comets, number 9.
Zach Huff.
Harley Barman.
Ryder Spath. Also deep. 2 men deep for Stowe. Barman in punt formation. Takes the snap. Lets it fly. It's end over end. Huff has the ball. Grossman brings him down. Good coverage. Good kick. Bulldogs take over. 1st and 10. Good sure tackle there by Grossman. 1st and 10, Stowe at their own 25.
26-yard line.
26 we'll call it. And right now it's a war of attrition. What's your conditioning like? Because these kids have been going at it hard, and we're late in the 4th quarter. This is when the conditioning shows. So they're in a bunch set. Harrington takes the snap, rides Hosey, pulls it out, has a little bit of room, gets through the line, and picks up what looks to be close to a 1st down.
27 offense. 27.
With a flag on the play. It's going to be a hold. See if we can see it. It was called on 27 right there. So that's going to set Stowe back to their own 16, 1st and 20. Not a place they want to be, deep in their own territory. Freshman Harrington now in the gun, 3-by-1 set. Got Hosey in the backfield with him. Turns, dishes it out on a little screen play. That's number 7, Huff. Is that Huff? Nope, Braden Gable.
Pass is complete to Braden Gable.
Good gain there. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Simple little flare pass there. Safe play. Not putting too much pressure on your quarterback, letting your skill players handle the football. 3-by-1 set. Harrington takes the snap. Rides Hosey, keeps it. Not going to get, no, he breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Cuts back. Gets it out to the 50-yard line. And those missed tackles can definitely be a sign of tired players. You start to miss tackles. Over pursue there. Can see the athleticism of the freshman. Gut check time for both squads. Bunch set on the right, single receiver to the wide side. Harrington in the gun. He's going to run student body left. Going to try to get outside. He's going to get smothered. Good job by Devad Bush. He strung that play out. Harrington had to cut back a couple times. Winds up picking only 2 as the pursuit got there. Watch Bush, 22, stringing the play out, trying to stay wide until his pursuit can get there. Good job of setting the edge by Devad Bush. 4 down linemen again for Solon. Devad Bush is on the wide side of the field, looking like he's going to blitz. Harrington in the gun, getting late calls from, he's going to roll left. He's got some room, and he's brought down, maybe a yard, maybe 2. And you can see, Harrington's an athlete, but he's taken some hits in this one, and it's late in this game.
3rd down, 6.
And he's running a bit tentatively at this point. Who can blame him? Again, 4 down. Devad Bush on the line of scrimmage. 2 linebackers, 4 DBs. 3rd and 6. He's going to dump it out quick. They got to make a tackle in space, and they do. Thompson and Shea Springer are out there. So it's 4th and 3. Not putting too much pressure on your freshman quarterback with that call. Simple throw out to the flat, let your skill player make the play. So they're not throwing it down deep. Comets can afford to be in a single high safety. And can sprinkle in 0 coverage. They can actually man up on everybody and have a 0 safety look, and Stowe needs a timeout. And the reason they can do that is this freshman doesn't necessarily want to throw the ball deep.
Timeout, Stowe.
He needs
Their first timeout.
still needs a few inches. Coach Poter's hoping he's going to grow a little bit. He's done a great job. Got to give him credit. For a freshman, he's really grown up in this one. Well, last week, he took it on the chin with a pick 6 where his arm was hit. He looked like he dropped too deep, and the defensive end came around and hit his arm, and it was a pick 6. He then fumbled at midfield. He fumbled at midfield, yeah, and then he threw another pick, an ill-advised throw. But in this one, he's been mistake-free. And so Stowe's fixed that one. They've fixed their turnover issue from a week ago. Bunch set. Hosey's in the backfield with Harrington. He's going to go student body right. And they're going to bottle him in. And the refs let it play.
That's the ball carrier.
Coach Poter was all over a player.
Brought down by Murray Holmes and Shea Springer.
Somebody who missed a block. And the coach was not happy with that.
1st and 10 for the Comets. Ball's placed at their own 43-yard line.
So the Comets take over. That's not a bad play for Stowe because they have confidence in this defense, and as well they should. They have not, on offense, been able to unleash E.J. Taylor. He has been bottled up. They're just not getting hats on people. So that changes matters for the offensive coordinator. How do you get the ball into the hands of your playmaker? 3-by-1. Bubonic's on a straight QB run. QB draw, and he's going to get yardage. Good call, Coach Voigt. Taylor led through the hole. Charlie dropped straight back and ran the football. Haven't seen that one yet. Timely call there, Coach Voigt. 3-by-1 again. Charlie to throw. There it is again. He's going to try to run it. He's got room. He slides. He's got yardage. You run it till they stop it.
Down after a gain of 8. 2nd down, 2 for the Comets.
Do it again. Do it again. 3-by-1. He's going to roll left. He's going to take a hit. It's going to be 3rd down. He barely got back to the line. Gregory's there to clean that up.
Bubonics ball carrier. He's brought down by CJ secondary.
27 seconds left in this one.
Their second timeout.
Game tied, 14-all. Comets are faced with a 3rd and 3. They have used their second timeout. Got to get the ball somehow into E.J. Taylor's hands in space. Somehow. Screen, although Stowe's been covering it well. They've tried it a couple times. This is the chess game here. Third and 3, 27 seconds left. Stowe with all 3 of their timeouts, Solon with just 1. 2-by-2 offensive set. Charlie's in the shotgun, E.J. Taylor in the backfield. Stowe showing blitz. Charlie to throw. Fires. Low, but caught. They're going to give him credit for that. Joel Capasso has enough for the 1st down. 1 timeout. Clock stops. They set the chains. They have time to spike it. Flag. Movement. So they couldn't get the ball snapped and spiked without movement. And it'll cost them 5, and it'll set them back to the 32. And every yard down here counts. I'm not sure what Evan Funderburg's distance is on his field goals. Here's that play again. I thought he threw it a bit low, but Capasso slid underneath it very well and made the catch in space. So 1 more of those and a spike, or 1 more of those and a timeout. I think you got to get at least to the 20.
Snap infraction number 77 in the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Bubonics to throw. Fires. Caught. Out of bounds goes Joel Capasso. He's going to pick up.
Bubonics pass is complete. Capasso
Maybe 8.
steps out of bounds.
They're at the 25.
2nd down and 8.
Just get out of bounds, Joel. The time is of the essence here.
At the 24-yard line.
No time used there, down to 12 seconds. Still with the 1 timeout. It's my feeling that Solon should avoid overtime. I just don't think that would bode well for them. Bubonics to throw. Fires, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, brings up a 3rd down.
Tried to run a double slant there. The ball was batted, I believe. Now that almost picked. So 3rd and 7 for the 1st. They're trying to get to, I believe, at least the 20. They're at the right now. It's a 42-yard kick. 8 seconds to go. They do have the 1 timeout. Bubonics gonna run it. Gonna get brought down. Timeout. 3 seconds to go. They're gonna try the kick. They are. It'll be a 42-yarder. They still have that timeout. That'd be a good time to use it. Make sure that they even though the clock is stopped here. No, they called the timeout, excuse me. So that should come off the board. So we'll see if we're going to overtime or not. Evan Funderburg has his tee out on the field at about the 42-yard line on the right hash. If the banners at the top of the goalposts are any indication, it's like the wind will be at his back a bit. Well, this is Aaron Teitelbaum. He's the kickoff specialist. Snap, hold, kick is up. It's good! It's good! Aaron Teitelbaum boots a 42-yard field goal, and the Comets defeat the Stow Bulldogs. Here's that kick again. Brushes the right upright, goes through. And the Comets come back from a 14-point deficit to defeat a very disciplined and tough Stow Bulldog team, 17-14. Let's look at that one more time. Aaron Teitelbaum, who's been kicking off all night, boots this one left-footed. He's got a little bit of a draw on it, and it's just, you even saw the shadow on the goalpost. It sneaks through. What a ball game. The Comets come out victorious, 17-14. Doesn't get any better than that. 17 second half points. What a credit that is to this football team, the resilience they showed, as well as their coaching staff. Big win over the Stow Bulldogs. Glad you were with us for this one. There's plenty more football to be played in this high school season. We hope you tune in to SETV, Solon Education Television, under the direction of Joe Ferenczi, for more coverage. This is one they'll be talking about for a while. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Solon Comet football. My name is Chuck Chokina. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on SETV.
Gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's game. Please drive safely.